No, no, I got it. Here you go, thank you. He's like a big Kenzie, I remember. I'll say it. Joe's considered there. Joe's considered there. What kids like these days? And now, let's see here, number 23. What would Ellie do to Michael? I forget, I think that's something to be passed.
What is your middle? Your W? Broadcasting live from Wallace, Idaho, home of the Wallace Miners. This is Channel 3 Sports.
We gotta have that 4 seconds. Sorry. I'm a time guy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's Varsity basketball action. We are pleased to host the West of Wallace High School. This competition is being conducted according to the rules of the Idaho High School Activities Association. Spectators, players, and coaches are expected to assist in promoting and achieving good sportsmanship. Good luck to both teams. Before introducing tonight's starting lineups, we ask that you all rise, take your hats off, and join in the playing of our national anthem. starting lineup for the Post Falls Trojans. A sophomore, number 3, Katie Kerr. A freshman, number 21, Ellie McLaren. A freshman, number 9, the freshman, number 23, Nancy Mayfield. A junior, number 24, Caitlin Miller. A freshman, number 31, Juliette Gilmore. The Trojans are coached by Matt Barkley.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kirby Krulitz Court on this December 1st evening for a matchup here between the Post Falls Trojans and the Wallace Miners. I don't know if you watched the intro, but there was a little bit of excitement. The lights went out. There was some nice new music being played by social studies teacher and new Wallace announcer Patrick Richardson. Did a great job there, and I think the girls are ready to go. Jumping center for the Miners is Layla Burmeister, and her tip goes right out of bounds. That will be possession to the Trojans. Starting out for the Miners here tonight, number 40 Grace Hunter, 25 Layla Burmeister, Jaden House is out there, Ellie Welch and Brittany Phillips. Miners come out in a 2-3. Post Falls attempts to work the ball around the outside. There's a high post cutter in there. Now she exits. Another one threads through. First shot of the game up, no good. Rebound by Hunter. Outlet pass. Jaden House, her eyes are up court. Trying to get the ball to Phillips on the right side. Phillips drives baseline. Passes in to Burmeister. Good post move. Kick out. And Ellie Welch has it, brings it back out. Reset. This is the second time these teams have met so far this season. There's a three-pointer for Jaden House. That's becoming rather commonplace these days. This is the second time these teams have met this season. The Miners played the Trojans in the Silver Valley tournament a couple weekends ago and beat them to move on to the championship game against Kellogg, which they lost. There's a nice entry pass by Phillips and a great layup by Grace Hunter. Grace is coming out and playing very strong. Post Falls dribbles just about coast to coast. That's Kensley Mitley, and she's fouled. She'll shoot 2 shots. First foul of the game, recorded by, who they call that on? That's Layla Burmeister's first foul, first team foul. Mitley at the line.
So we have to.
That was that?
See if Post Falls puts a little pressure on the Miners after this free throw. Immediately shot up and bounces around, jumps in, and here's the pressure. Looks like man pressure. House chooses to bring the ball up herself. There's a high screen by Phillips. Nice job freeing up some space. Phillips has the ball at the top, drives right side. There's House. Here comes a screen by Burmeister. House open for 3 points. She lets it fly, and it's no good. Rebounded. Oh, nice defense on the baseline by Ellie Welch. Good good pickup by the Miners. They kind of all stuck around for the rebound, and it turned out to work out for them. Ball's bouncing around, changing possessions here. House is guarded closely on the perimeter by Miller. Welch's pass inside to Burmeister, 2 points, and she'll shoot a free throw. Nice entry pass. Foul's called on Post Falls' Kaylin Miller, 5'8" junior. That's her first team foul, 1 team foul apiece. Burmeister will try to complete the 3-point play. Her shot up, no good, little bit flat. Tipped out of bounds by Post Falls. I think that the Miners are going to have the ball on the baseline. See what Coach Farkas has ready for the Trojans here. Miners come out in somewhat of a spread. Post Falls playing man-to-man defense. There's a high screen for Burmeister. Entry pass to House. She gets it, tries to get into Burmeister, but it's knocked away. And ball is controlled by the Miners. 7-2 here early. Miners have a lead. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left. House pulls up from the left side for a mid-range jumper, gets her own rebound. Nice ball fake. Layups up and good. 9-2 Miners. Miners come out back in, looks like a little bit different look. Little zone action there. 1-2-2 maybe. Post Falls shot up, no good. There's a scrum down underneath the basket. And Steve Hudson calls a jump ball. He's controlled by the Miners. Good officiating crew here this evening. We have Gary Taylor, he's the crew chief. He's joined by St. Mary's native Craig Teft and officiating celebrity Steve Hudson. The referee on the baseline down by the Miners there is a college football referee who has had the opportunity to work multiple national championships.
You sure are knowledgeable about all our referees there, Barry.
You know, Jared, I have an officiating background, and I enjoy the challenge and let's just say I have a lot of respect for these guys and what they're doing out there.
Yeah, we don't get too many officials, extra ones these days either, and it's nice that we got a pretty good crew here tonight for tonight's ball game. Oh yeah, Craig's been working high school basketball for about 10 years now. Gary, I think, is in about his 6th year, and you know there's no substitute for the experience that Mr. Hudson has out there. Well, it looks like I walked into a good one. Sorry I'm late, folks. I'm on my 3rd tier of basketball. I started with 6th and 7th graders, worked my way down to 4th grade, and now I'm here watching the varsity. So it's been a full day of basketball.
McDonald's on the way back?
I did not. I couldn't.
Okay, you came right here. Yeah, we should have let you know we had a little bit more time.
I had places to be.
Late start tonight because of the ultra-competitive JV game, which was won by the Post Falls freshman team. But, man, it came right down to the wires, 26-23.
Oh, wow.
Yep, we had a couple chances for buckets there at the end of the game, but Post Falls pulled it out. But a nice showing by Coach Bauer's JV team.
Well, that's one thing these large schools have is they have 3 different teams. They got freshmen. Some of them large enough have sophomore teams as well as JV and varsity, where smaller schools like Wallace, like us, we have varsity and JV, and some of the smaller ones don't even have a JV team.
There are challenges involved with living in an awesome place like this, and one of them is just don't have the depth that these other teams have, and the amount of players that want to play and really love to play. I think here sometimes we have guys coming out just to support their friends, and that's a good reason to play as well.
It is.
Haven't had a chance to introduce myself. I'm Barry Larson. I'm joined in the booth here by Brendan Hines and Evan Wilkinson. They're running the cameras for Coach Young and I. Like I said, welcome the Kirby Krulitz Court, and the field house has been recently renamed, has it not?
It will be. They're getting a sign made for the late Dave Rounds, who was longtime coach and teacher here at Wallace High School. He's got red and black running through his veins, so they're going to name the field house Dave Rounds Field House.
That's cool.
It'll be a nice little dedication to him where he spent many a year.
Field house kind of implies that it's going to be multi-use. We're going to put some turf in here for those cold fall football practices.
We get enough donations.
All right. Wouldn't that be cool to have turf? Anyway, Miners showing strong defense and great awareness on the offensive side so far. Just as I said that, we get a pass to the corner to McKelvey Spector. She finds a diving Grace Hunter who gets fouled. She's going to shoot a couple shots.
I've seen a couple of the Lady Miners games this season, and I watched them in that Silver Valley tournament, called those games for you, and we saw some really good things out of some of the bigs down low for the Wallace, especially in the first game they played against Post Falls JV. They got really good outings out of Tia Hendricks and Kaya Taylor down low, as well as Grace Hunter and Macy Hemphill. So they're getting some good post play out of their post players to start the season.
And it's not by chance either. Coach Farkas works hard with these girls. They're very, very well coached. They have a fundamental approach to basketball, and it's showing. You're seeing steady improvement from last year to this year. We're missing a couple key players from last year's squad, but boy, the core of this team is exciting to watch.
Looks like we got a timeout on the floor, timeout Post Falls, and we'll take a timeout with them and be back.
All right, welcome back. 3:21 remaining here in the first quarter. Miners have a lead. Coming out there, sticking with that 2-3 zone, and Post Falls is going to try to find an answer. Having a difficult time getting shots off here, but there's one from the left side. Nice shot there by Kenzie Mitley.
And Mackenzie Mitley, the last time these two teams played, she is a fire plug for this Post Falls JV team. So she's one the Miners will have to contain tonight. Nice shot there by Jaden House as she's fouled and going to shoot two.
You can see a different, or not a different Jaden House, but more growth in her game. She's probably spends the most time in the gym of any athlete here at Wallace High School, and it shows. She's not afraid to shoot. She just seems to have found that competitive streak this year, and it's fun to watch. I think she's going to lead to Miners to a lot of cool things.
Yeah, and she's done a good job this season of trying to get her teammates involved as well too. She kind of gets a little shot heavy at times, but being the great shooter that she is, it's always usually when she lets the ball go, it's not a bad shot.
That's
so
right.
Can't blame her.
That's right. And tonight she's got some knee pads on. It makes it look like she's going to war, and she just really gets after it. And just as I say that, there's the inspiration behind the Wallace Miners. Ellie Welch, she gets a steal, drives the length of the court, and her shot rims in and out. It's going to be controlled by the Trojans. I think Ellie thought she might have been fouled there, but she's going to laugh it off and go back and play some defense.
Ellie, that's the big strong part of her game. Is she really brings that defensive intensity, and she's good for 4 or 5 steals a game. And Berg with it, gets it down. Post Falls able to get it inside to Mitley. Off the mark, rebounded by Welch.
Like a bump. Ellie's got her eyes down floor. She sees Speck, attempts to make the pass just a little bit out of the reach of McKelvey Speck, but a nice idea.
Good look up the floor that time.
Yep. I think if the Miners can play a little transition basketball, it's going to open up a lot of other things in their game. And I think Coach Farkas has that in mind. But boy, the girls are playing great defense. They're super organized and patient on offense, and it's just really exciting.
Well, Jaden House comes away with that long rebound. And a little pressure applied by Post Falls now.
Brittany Phillips is in the game. The entry pass there to Wallace's Tia Hendrick. Foul called.
Kaya Taylor.
I'm sorry.
Okay. My first game, I messed up several names right on the first one.
Well, that was my first mistake of the night, Jared. I don't think there'll be many more, so enjoy it.
I doubt it. Looks like Layla Burmeister, number 25 for the Miners, into the ball game now. Miners holding a 14-5 lead, under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Welch guarded by Mitley.
Ooh, nice drive by Ellie Welch. I think she just got tripped up. Ball went out of bounds off the Trojans, so it's going to be controlled by the Miners. We'll see what kind of out of bounds play they run here.
I think they're going with that standard box set.
Some people moving around, switching. House gets the ball in the Burmeister. Burmeister checks it, nothing there, passes out the House. That is beautiful shot, beautiful play by both Burmeister and House, and Miners are on fire.
As they say, boom goes the dynamite on that one.
Boom goes the dynamite. You gotta say it right if you're gonna say it.
Mitley gets it stolen away by House. Good hands by Speck that time. She ends up with the basketball. She's running.
Oh, I think that might have been a foul. But she put her hands behind her back and kind of ran parallel to Expecting there's some diving bodies out there. Ball's out of bounds off the Trojan. Going to be controlled by the Miners with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the first quarter.
Good transition D by the Miners that time, getting back up the missed lane.
Coach Matt Barkley from the Trojans asking his girls to settle down a little bit.
And they're getting some good looks at it. There's nothing's really falling. Welch now with the basketball, approaching 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. They get it inside to the Miners.
Nice left-handed attempt there by Kiev, put back by Burmeister.
And look, Catherine Berg gets it to Mitley. Inside now, stolen away by Burmeister. Another turnover forced by the Miners.
Boy, they do a great job advancing the ball up the floor without dribbling. Oh, did you see that bump? We have a perfect angle from up here.
We do.
And the defensive player
We'll have to talk to Coach
stepped
Stepp.
off it. Yeah, well, no, you talk to him. I'm not going to talk to him. Greg Teft again, the referee in the baseline. He's a St. Mary's football coach. Pretty well-liked guy around here. Always nice to see him.
He's a great
and he
guy.
seems to enjoy refereeing, and he always works real hard for the girls and the boys.
He does a great job coaching, and he's in every basketball season he's out here reffing as well.
Yep.
Oh, stolen away. Good defense that time by Berg.
Catherine Berg's guarded closely by Howe. She's got to get rid of it. Gets it over to Mitley. Mitley passes
Nip Berger.
to Nip Berger in the corner. Drains a three-pointer. And then there's
They only gave her 2 on that one. Must have had her foot on the line. And not sure what happened here down in the corner. Loose ball. Gonna go back to the Miners.
Did they just give her 2?
Yep, they gave her 2 on that one.
Okay. This
So-
is Patrick Richardson's first year at the helm of the
announcing.
the
Yeah.
announcing, music, and running the scoreboard, and he has some pretty big shoes to fill. Jared Schauber
Jared
left
Schauber, yep.
and went on to greener pastures, but he's missed here on game night, but I'm sure Mr. Richardson will do a great job.
Under 20 seconds here. Speck taking her chance, taking all the way. Nice seal there by
Awesome.
Burmeister.
That's awesome. That's
Unable to
okay.
connect.
She's
Oh, but
obviously
there's Ellie Welch
frustrated.
again.
No room to go. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Post Fall's going to try to get a shot
They're
up
gonna have
before
to stop
time
ball.
expires.
Nobody stops the ball, and Mitley, way to attack with 1 second to go, gets fouled. Nice job by Mitley being aware of the clock and trying to take that one to the hole.
That was great. Boy, that was a nice drive by Spector. Layup just rimmed out and led to the transition play on the other side. So here with 1 second left, Post Falls Kenzie Mitley goes to the line to shoot 2. Her first is up and good. Makes the score 21-8.
A little funny story there. Our athletic director, Coach Miller, bought some special announcing software to make, real cool, like Chicago Bulls-like voice to announce all the players as they're starting lineups and everything. And the girls requested they wanted Patty Ritchie. They wanted his voice on the mic. So he must be doing a good job down there. All right, and that's how the first quarter will end. 21-8. Miners on top. We'll be back in a minute. All right, and we're back here for the second quarter, 21-8. Miners on top with a good first quarter, grabbing the double-digit lead. And Mitley will take it up top for Post Falls as they'll start with possession here in the second quarter. Nip Berger shot off the mark. Good rebound by Post Fall, the rebound by McGowan.
Basketball is a game where momentum can shift pretty quickly with a couple made shots, and just as I said, that there's Kaylin Miller put back for for the Trojans, makes the score 21-10. I think this is a nice time to read a poem by Langston Hughes.
All right.
It's called Dreams. It says, hold fast to dreams. For if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams. For when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow.
Enjoyed that. All right, here we go now. Mitley. Oh, stolen away by House. House trying to go coast to coast. And she's up, and she's good. Making a 13-point lead now for the Miners. Nice job defensively there by House. Finishes the play. All right, Post Falls with it now. Miners sticking in the zone. House trying to get her hands on everything right now. And they get it down low to Trinity Bryan, and she knocks back into this lead. 11-point ball game.
Bryan's first appearance of the night there. Speck looks like Hunter came up for the screen and thought better of it, dove back down to the block, and her entry pass was knocked out of bounds. Post Falls is going to come back with a new group of 4. Apparently Coach Barkley wasn't happy with what he was seeing out of that group.
Yeah, quick line change there out of the Trojans.
None of that for the junior high basketball team this year, huh?
Oh man, I got 13 kids on that team. We're gonna have lots of line changes on my team.
On the 6th and 7th grade?
6th and 7th grade. We've had a rush of 6th graders just sign up and another 7th grader. So
oh, you got your hands full. Good.
We got a lot
good.
now.
That's great. I think
that's been good by Berg that time.
I think there's some excitement brewing about basketball. The kids are chomping at the bit to get the Wallace YBL going this year. Hopefully we can make that happen. It was kind of lost to the COVID last year.
I know my kids are excited about it. I just told them about that today, how in January there's going to be some more basketball here in Wallace for the youngsters.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
They're looking forward to it.
And the junior high basketball team begins play on Monday.
Yeah, Monday we'll take on Mullen, and
that's a tough
we'll
way to
how
start.
we go.
A
We'll
road game, or are you playing here?
On the road, starting off
at the pavilion.
Yep, right in the danger zone.
There's a pool there.
Olympic size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right next to the gym. Pretty cool facility
It
to
is
have
pretty
in a
nice.
small town like Mullen.
Brittany Phillips at the line, off on the first attempt, second attempt, up, and that one will find the bottom of the net.
I made 8 out of 10 free throws today. I'm an 80% shooter.
All right, Liam, how many did you make? Liam Murdoch, one of the varsity basketball players, is lying to us up here on the
lying about the amount of free throws he made during practice, as is Tegan Goldes, joined us up here for a little bit.
And there's Mitley casting off the back iron.
Follows her own shot, but a rebound. Phillips, House has it. I know she's going to pass to Burmeister. Nope. Pulls up from 12 feet. Her shot is up, just rims out, but looked good on the release. Gets her hand on a pass, knocks it out of bounds.
Good job not quitting on the play there, at least stopping the chance at a fast break out of the Trojans.
24-14, things are starting to turn around a little bit for the Trojans. Let's see if the Miners can hold off the pressure here.
Miners sticking in the zone.
She didn't want any piece of that as Hannah Conklin was running down the floor. Her teammate threw it at her. She wasn't aware it was coming. And
I think we might have got a carry there, or a
double dribble was a signal. Yeah, it's a two-handed signal, alternating hands up and down. And then
I missed
double dribble.
That's why I got Barry here, because he knows all the intricate rules.
Hey, it's a good. I do. Or else if I don't, I just pretend like I do.
Another steal by the Miners. Brittany Phillips gets her hands on that one. Finds House. House navigates through traffic.
Oh my
great
God,
pass.
that's awesome. That's great.
A good finish that time by Grace Hunter.
If you're a fan of pure basketball, pure team, boy, the Trojans are having a difficult time completing the pass first.
And Brittany Phillips earns possession back for the Miners.
First, Congjian threw the ball at Berg, and she wasn't ready, and then Berg returned the favor.
Yeah.
And again, Coach Barkley makes multiple substitutions, trying to get this thing back under control.
Well, so navigate, try to get across the timeline. She does. Mitley guarding her fiercely.
Boy, nice ball handling from Ellie Welch there. She's not dependent on the hand of the ball a whole bunch, but she sure has the skill to do it.
Nice take off the screen that time by Brittany Phillips. She buries another one for the Miners. Miners have a 14-point lead, 28-14. Nip Berger casts off, can't find the mark. Miners trying to get all over another rebound.
Nice job, Layla. She really made a play and outstretched her arms and saved that ball. Sometimes you don't want to save that ball on the defensive side because you might give it right to the offense, but she had the awareness to get it to a teammate.
Boom goes the dynamite again for Jaden House. He drops another 3.
Atta baby.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed the Miners tonight, they're doing a really great job of pushing that ball up the floor. They're finding the outlet pass each and every time, getting themselves into transition chances.
I trust the process. Coach Farkas has been working with these girls for a number of years on fundamental skills, and now she's starting to add a twist here and there, and they look like a real sophisticated basketball team at this point. It is still early. Let's not count.
They've had trouble in past years. They've been trying to make that pass, but the person up the floor is not turning around, doesn't have their eyes on the ball, so they don't know that pass is coming. She's coached them up real well that now, the last few years, they've definitely been seeing the whole court, and everyone's keeping their eyes on the ball.
That's awesome. Joined in the booth here by Henry Larson, my son. He is here with the report on the 4th grade Kellogg YBL basketball game.
Nice hands by Berg to tip that one away, but it's going to go back to Phillips. Miners got to get it across the timeline as the count is going. We got a few seconds left here. Tipped out of bounds by Mitley, and it'll stay Miner basketball.
Saved by the clock there. Got to restart his count now, and Miners have a little bit of breathing room.
And they do get it across the timeline now. Phillips thinks about a 3, takes it to the lane, gets back to House. Nice pass inside to Burmeister, off the mark. The D that time by, I think that was Miller.
Nice defense, didn't give Layla much chance to work there.
Miners staying real disciplined in their zone. This time Berg finds an opening.
Great ball movement, a reversal, and that makes the defense have to recover and close out, and Berg was ready to shoot and got that shot up real quick, and it was a nice looking shot.
Berg gets her hands on another one, tips it out of bounds.
A couple substitutions in the game. Here comes McKelvey Speck and Tia Hendrick. They're going to replace Phillips and Burmeister to get a well-deserved break. Nice stretch of minutes there by Burmeister and Phillips.
Millie's been applying the pressure all game long. She just doesn't ever seem to get tired.
There's House, her shot off the mark, out of bounds to the Trojans.
Yeah, rare miss of everything that time by House. Miners still hanging on that 14-point lead.
I have difficulty regrouping when I'm in the broadcast booth, so I appreciate if you do the math from now on.
I can handle the math aspect.
I embarrassed myself a few times last year.
And Berge finds Millie. She's going to try to cut in this lead with another 3 off the back iron. Good strong rebound. Going to get tied up. And it's going to go to the Miners.
Post Falls doing a really nice job of moving the ball around the perimeter, swinging the ball side to side. And it's opening up some shots for them, both on the inside and outside. I would think here the Miners might go to a little bit different defensive look in a little bit if they keep shooting the ball like they are.
I like how Welch is bringing the ball up now a little bit more for the Miners this season. It used to be mostly House bringing it up, and they're getting a little bit better ball handling out of everyone else. So it's going to pay off dividends later in the season.
Takes a little pressure off of House so she can do her thing, which is shoot 3-pointers. That one again off the mark, but I'm sure she's going to find that mark here real soon. Good aggressive drive there by 23, Post Falls Mitley.
Nice job by Tia Hendricks getting back, stopping the easy lane, and forces a double dribble.
Coach Farkas calls a timeout here with 2:37, 31-17, a 14-point lead for the Miners. We'll be right back.
All right, 2:37 to go here in the first half. Miners 14-point lead, 31-17 over the Trojans here at Kirby Krulitz Court.
House inbounds the ball, knocked out of bounds for the second time. Welch tried to go get that ball, and as she did, she was tiptoeing along the sideline.
Probably should have just let that one go.
Got to stay within the boundary of the court. Berg's pass out to Mitley. She looks like she's going to fire. She does. Lefty out there. Ball's rebounded by Welch. Post Falls getting a little bit physical with the Miners. See how they handle it.
And Mitley's only a freshman there for Post Falls, and she'll turn herself into a player, I think, down the road.
Man, wonderful defense there by Mitley. She was working so hard to stay with Ellie Welch. Really nice job. And Post Falls drops into a 2-3 zone there. No, it looks like they're playing some man-to-man.
Man. You gotta get a body foul down low.
That's the 8th team foul. Welch is going to shoot a couple free throws here. 1-on-1.
That last foul was on Mackenzie Mitley.
Yeah, there it is. They got her. Welch will go to the line. Looks like she got banged up a little bit on that play.
Well, Welch this season's wearing a pair of matching shoes, as last season she had one black, one white shoe.
She fooled just about every player on the team there with that.
And she earns another shot.
Good thing the shot was not good. 1-on-1 here. She'll get the first part of the bonus. She makes it. She gets another one.
Makes it this time and earns the second shot. Or in this case, third.
Third shot. We'll take it. Substitution by Coach Parker. She's going to replace House with Phillips. And Barkley will counter by putting number 21, that's Ellie McGowan, into the game. She comes in for Nit Berger.
Welch eyes up the second. 2 for 2.
Splash. I'm going to try to come up with a catchphrase, okay? I'll leave Boom Goes the Dynamite to you.
I kind of stole that one from one of our old announcers. I think Corey Foster used to say that. I got to come up with a better one.
Well, there's a YouTube clip, too, where it's kind of a hapless newscaster like you and myself, and he tries to come up with a catchphrase and it doesn't go off very well.
Mitley again from deep. She shot a lot from outside. If she starts hitting those, they could get back into this ball game.
Good looking shot. Here comes Phillips. She gets the rebound, passes the timeline, passes Speck, who shoots it off the backboard. 3-pointer, McKelvey Speck. Nice shot. 36-17.
Nice shot there by McKelvey Speck, opening up the hours at the bank a little bit longer today.
Back come the Trojans.
In the corner now. Mitley again, casts
shot
off.
Again. Yep.
Yeah, find the mark once again. Tia Hendricks, nice rebound.
She's got Speck cherry picking down on the other side of the court. Speck gets it. Nice layup up and in.
Gets the friendly roll to fall. 5 quick points from Speck.
Baseball inbounds to Berg, left side. She's going to give it back to Mitley.
That's McGowan off the mark.
Shot off the mark. She's going to try a little bit of the bank action herself. Wasn't open for her.
Was not. They closed it now.
That's the Wallace U.S. Bank. It's shut down.
I'm going to be sad about that come January.
There's not even an ATM down there anymore, is there?
Right now there is.
Okay.
But I'm hoping they at least keep the ATM open, but I doubt they'll do that.
Well, if you're looking for a well-priced ATM in the lobby of the Brooks Hotel, it's only a $2.75 charge as opposed to $3, which is common in some places.
Brady Phillips up top, 35 seconds to go here in the first half. Miners 38-17 on top.
Here comes a screen from Hendrick. Welch tries her luck at a long 2-pointer, rebounded by Miller. She's going to be tied up by, boy, those girls are getting after it down there. Another scrum on the floor. The ball squirting around. It's controlled by the Trojans, who push the ball up the floor but do not have numbers at this point.
10 seconds to go now.
A long three from McGowan.
Wow.
5 seconds left. See if the Miners can get a shot off. Here's Welch. She can do it from half court. It's up. Nice strength on it. No good. Boy, exciting finish here to the first half.
That was a deep three there by McGowan to cut into this lead. Miners will lead it at half, 38-20. We'll be back after about 10 minutes with your second half ball game. All right, and we're back here for the second half. About 5 seconds till we kick this one off. We'll see. We'll switch ends this half. Miners up 38-22. Hoping to build on their lead. Miners had a really great first half, pushing the ball in transition, making some outside shots, getting the low posts involved. They were doing it all on defense, getting steals. Looks like they're going to start on a little slightly different defense here to start the half.
They're having a difficult time counting the thing. If Jared would let me talk here. They counted 10. You got to have 10 to start. 6 would cause you a technical foul. 4, I think, they'd say, hey, let's get one more in here.
Yeah.
When did they determine that? I wonder, I guess that's a question for myself. I should know this. When they have 6 people on the floor? The referees, that wouldn't happen because referees count before they put the ball in play.
And I think if they told them 3 or 4 times, then they might actually. At this level, they probably wouldn't start until they had 5, I would assume. And here goes Mitley attacking. Off the hands of Miller, and the Miners are going to get it right back.
Ball almost rolled right out the door to the dumpster, Leo. Ah, what a nice night here. Great pass into Burmeister. She's up. Good. Boom goes the dynamite.
The Miners starting fast here in the second half.
Oh, there's Berg from the top of the key. Her shot no good. Rebounded by 21 McGowan. She likes to shoot the ball. We can just say that. She's not shy to shoot it, and it pays off here. She's going to go to the line and shoot a couple shots. Foul was called on number 23 for the Miners, Ellie Welch. That's her. Oh, excuse me, no. They gave the foul to Burmeister.
That's her second personal.
That's her second foul, waiting on Mr. Richardson down there.
But one good thing, the Miners pretty much stayed out of foul trouble in that first half too, which it's something that they've done a really good job of so far in the season.
I think that boils down to coaching, Jared. They have to, play good, hard defense without fouling, and that's easier said than done.
They get inside to Barmeister, off the mark.
That's the idea, though. 40-23 here, 6:48 left in the third quarter. Second half of basketball. Second meeting again between these two teams. Wallace won the first. Post Falls trying to return the favor.
Good baseline defense that time by Phillips. Ball dancing around everywhere. Sloppy. There's Ellie Welch again. Gets her hands on another one. Finds House. Gets it inside. Ooh, just off the mark is Hunter inside. But another good look inside by the Miners. They steal it away again.
Oh, nice job. A couple ball fakes, a shot fake. Welch hunting her shot. She drives right side, steps through. Looks like she was fouled as she let it go. Ball's going to be out of bounds. Here comes a little bit more pressure by the Miners.
Oh, Millie's got a one-on-one here with Phillips. We'll see her transition defense.
Good. Doesn't look like she wanted to pick up a foul there. Just a good challenge.
Smart play. Here's
Welch bringing the ball, bounces it off Phillips' foot, and Coach Farkas is not very happy right now. She's going to get a quick timeout.
So 40-25 here in the third quarter. Timeout Miners, and we'll take a timeout with you. And we're back, and here comes Welch crossing the timeline for the Miners, finds Phillips. She's going to attack the hoop.
Kind of crowded down low there for the Miners. There's House, top of the key. Her shot up, just about good.
Oh,
we are waiting on a big play to get a couple catchphrases in here. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Nice play by Mitley there. 40-27, 13-point lead for the Miners. Post Falls sticking around.
He was real aggressive going after that loose rebound. Miners kind of standing around there waiting to get it, and Mitley just attacked.
I'm worried about my glasses. I have another pair of glasses that's sitting down on the stage there, and the ball keeps bouncing in that general vicinity.
You know, maybe one of our varsity basketball players up here could help Coach Larson out.
That's okay. I pack my own shoe, Jared. If it happens, it happens. A couple years ago, Vin Schmidt stepped on a pair of my glasses, and I still haven't received any reimbursement for them.
Yeah, Schmitty.
I had him on it was at Kellogg, and it was on the nice job there by the Miners, 2 points. But I had him right behind the bench, and for some reason he was climbing up in the stands during the game and stepped on him. He was really apologetic, and I appreciate that, but they were nice glasses, and I liked them.
You're lucky you got at least more than one pair of glasses.
Oh, I have 3 pair of glasses, and I have another appointment coming up here, and I'm going to get I'm thinking like Al Roker. You ever seen Al Roker in the mornings?
Yeah.
He matches his glasses to his suit.
Next level, right?
I'm going to have to buy a suit, but...
All out of bounds, going to go to the Miners. They're working hard on the defensive end. 15-point lead for the Miners right now.
Boy, Al Roker's gone through some transformations through the years.
He has. Honestly, I can't tell you the last time that I watched network news.
You just watch.
I kind of just read the articles that come through my phone now, and I'm stuck on online television, so I just pick the shows I want to watch.
Oh, cool.
Miners up and good again, and increasing the lead.
So how do you get your news? If there's something you want to read about,
I just use the news articles that pop around on my phone. And
those are mostly generated by the government, probably. I'm going to stay away from that subject. Anyway, yeah.
Ooh, nice little runner in the lane, off the mark, but good rebound by Phillips. Here she comes. Mitley again stops the ball.
I've personally been watching the Today Show because you asked. I've been watching the Today Show since I was a kid, and like something about having the Today Show on the morning, and I don't even like the people on there. It just feels kind of homey to me.
Routine.
Yeah, routine. Into it. Yep. Get Carson Daly with a little pop trivia, or
is that where Carson Daly's at?
Willard
now?
Schultz with what was that guy's name? Willard Schultz. He did the strawberry. He was the weatherman before Al Roker. You need to bone up on your NBC weatherman history.
I got to bone up on my weatherman history. You're correct on this one.
Speck tries to get the ball to Welch in the corner. It's stolen by Berg. Her eyes are down court. She gets it to 21 McGowan. House tries to draw the block, and now that's a foul. Yeah, you can draw a foul while you're on the ground. This came up in a varsity basketball game last year. Guy fell down just laying in the middle of the key, and they called a foul. You wouldn't think you foul, that's your spot, but you can see from that. What we need up here is a telestrator.
Yeah,
we could draw some stuff up for the people at home if they're.
I'll work on this.
Okay. And there's a kickball that gets passed up, but 31 from the corner. Boy, those shots look good as they leave the hands.
Gilmore misses that 3 there. Welch going to bring it back across the timeline for the Miners. He's going to be guarded fiercely by Berg. House gets a good look in the lane, and bang! She knocks one down right there. Nice runner in the lane by Jaden House.
Nice to see a group of students out here supporting the Miners. We have some middle school students, some high school students. The cheerleaders are here tonight. It's a nice crowd.
Well, the Miners, it is a pretty good turnout here, especially for these away games versus, not our non-league opponents. The crowds don't tend to be as big, but we got a good turnout from the student section. And nice group of parents in here. Most of them you can't see on the film. They're on the other side where we can't see them, but we got a good crowd tonight. Nice look up the floor from the Miners. Hendrick unable to connect.
Miners holding on to a 19 point, is that right? Is that 19? 19 point lead here with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. McGowan shot off, no good. She's going to get the old air ball call from the student section over there. Into the game for the Miners is Kia Taylor, and she's replacing 33 Tia Hendrick. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout called by Post Falls, I believe.
Man, Barry, you're better at math than you're giving yourself credit for. You knocked that one right out of the park with the 19-point lead.
Well, you know, in this part of 4th grade math, we're working on area models, and it's even when you use a standard algorithm, you're still using partial products. So that's what we're trying to encourage the kids to do, and you know, I'm pretty darn good at it, but I can't do math in my head very well. It's just a struggle I've always had. I have to have a piece of paper, and I'm not willing to go that far right now.
I tell you what, you're showing off some intellectual skill right now. That is next level.
Just keep talking right through the break. We'll be back here after that 30-second timeout. Wallace ball. Post Falls is going to show a little bit of half-court pressure. We got to get those cheerleaders off the floor. There they go. Dancing to a little Louie Louie.
One of my favorite high school basketball songs. Or high
That
school
is a good sports song, yeah. Jock Jams. It's been on a fixture on Jock Jams for as long as Jock Jams has been around. That ball is bouncing around. Miners can't seem to get a hold of it. Crew Chief Gary Taylor calls it out of bounds to Post Falls.
And good stop that time by the Trojans. Wells tried to dig into the center of that defense, just turned away. Under 2 minutes to go here now in the third quarter. Miners hanging on to that 19-point lead.
Post Falls trying to find the middle of that zone, and Phillips ties the ball up. It's a jump ball, going to be a Miners possession. Will go the other way. Interesting weather today. It was a unseasonably warm day with a strong wind blowing. Kind of like a early spring day. It reminded me of that.
I saw on my ride home here about 7 o'clock as I was taking my kids home from the basketball game that they were playing. It was 55 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And foul down on the floor by the Trojans. I think they get that one on Gilmore, I think. Oh, excuse me, they called that one on Mackenzie Mitley. That's her second personal. One of the first team foul for the Trojans.
You know, as proud as I am of my Today Show history, I have to make a correction. His name isn't Willard Schultz. It's Willard Scott. Willard Scott. Smucker's Jam. Always gave the weather report there on NBC. And there's Millie. She comes back. Nice shot. 46-29.
And under a minute to play here now. House again guarded tightly by Mitley. Mitley's all over whoever she's guarding. Good look inside the House. And, in and out on the jumper. Had a good look on the baseline. Just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
As long as we're talking weather, we'll take a look ahead and see what the weather looks like the rest of the week. On Thursday, it's going to be a high of 54 and a low of 37. And we're not going to get much colder than that until the weekend, where we do have a 90% chance of snow.
Hopefully I don't have to get my shovel out.
Not yet. No, I'm not ready for that yet.
Oh, another tie-up. Good job by Welch getting her hands in on that one, and that'll stay here with the Trojans.
You can tell that Post Falls is a little bit younger than the Miners, but boy, are they playing hard and getting after it. They're really giving a good effort tonight.
Yeah, good things to come from some of these. A lot of freshmen playing for the Post Falls Trojans on this JV team. Mitley again off the mark. Good fight for the rebound. Phillips going to corral it. We're going to get another tie-up.
Boy, how about a foul called on the baseline? Taylor, he must have seen it a different way. I thought that the player reached in there. You can't just reach in and grab their arms through the ball. Yeah.
But nonetheless,
that's just me being a curmudgeon. It's been a long day.
Oh, and Coach Farker's going to get a timeout before that inbounds pass got in, and the Miners will retain possession. When we come back, we'll take a quick break.
Welcome back. 25 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The ball successfully inbounded. Phillips drives almost the length of the court, and good defensive pressure applied by Post Falls player Ellie McGowan.
I think the Miners caught a little break there.
Yeah, that ball looked like it was off the foot of Britt Phillips, and she knew it, but seen the other way by the refs.
And we got a nice bird's eye view up top.
We
here,
do
so
have
you
a
see
nice
it
look
all.
at all the action.
Good job by Kaya Taylor down low, drawing a foul. She's going to get 2 shots from the line. All right, and Kaya Taylor lines up for her first shot. And first free throw just off the mark. And a couple substitutions into the game as we line up for the second shot from Taylor. He rises and knocks this one down. Makes it 47-29 Miners with 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Coach Farkas asking the girls to play defense without fouling. Ball goes over on the sideline, controlled by, who was that, Sophie over there?
Oh, it said it was just a bad pass, so it's going to be Miner ball. I thought it was going to go the other way.
Okay. 8 seconds left, 8.2, inbounded to House.
And
No
Jaden-
questions who's going to shoot it here. 5 seconds left. No, she passes off to Phillips. Phillips drives to the elbow. Her shot up, no good, but she's fouled. She'll shoot a couple shots here to end the third quarter with 1 second and 1/10 of a second.
That was a good job by House there. She had a shot at open look, but instead found a nice wide open teammate and draws a foul.
1 and 1/10 is what I should have said.
First free throws up and finds the bottom of the net.
Boy, another gym rat there. Phillips always around the basketball gym, shooting hoops. Comes from a strong basketball family. And
Yes.
got a couple. Her sister is suited up here for the varsity, and younger sister playing for the junior high team.
Second free throw, a little short, and we're going to get a lane violation.
McGowan doesn't like it, but she was in there a little bit early. Yeah.
Oh, Phillips going to get a second chance at the second free throw now.
That's our second chance.
And she bangs in the second free throw.
2 for 2.
Makes it a 20-point lead for the Miners here. Here comes the shot. Not going to count. Ooh, Jaden House lucky she didn't get a foul there right at the end of the half.
And that's good officiating. I'm pretty sure Steve Hudson saw that, but isn't going to bail out a last-second shot. Anyway, 49-29. That's a 20-point lead for the Miners. We'll take a break. Hey, welcome back. Fourth quarter, 49-29. Miners have a lead. We're just having a discussion between periods here about Miss Brackenbush and her
Outstanding teaching ability.
outstanding teaching ability. Got some
Outstanding.
paraphrasing the boys up here. She's a wonderful teacher and does a lot of great things for the kids.
I think
She's
she's a
our
tremendous teacher.
scorekeeper this evening. She's a line judge in volleyball.
Does
really
all those,
great.
Does all the little dirty work.
Yep. And that's what makes the community, right? We all play a part, however big, small it may be, and it's appreciated. Her work here is appreciated.
As they say, it takes a village, and Wallace has that. Oh, here comes Millie, attacks in,
I
kicks it
think
back
they say
out.
many hands make light work.
They do. I like that one, too. I like that. It's a good phrase.
When I'm encouraging my boys to help out around the house, that's my go-to. Great entry pass from Phillips to Hunter, and she converts 2 points for the Miners, 51-29, 7.5 left.
I like the Miners continuing to try to get that ball inside, not settling for outside shots, and they're doing a really good job of that all night, and it's shown on the scoreboard. Mitley finally connects from deep. Gets
Nice
this thing back under
left-handed
20.
shot there, good release, balanced shot. Post Falls looks really good fundamentally. You can tell that these girls play a lot of basketball and really enjoy playing here.
House with it out now on the three-point line. Has room to shoot, but she's running the offense. Rises, fires, and she's off the mark. And here comes Millie again. Always attacking is Mackenzie
Boy,
Millie.
great finish there, just off the mark. Rebound by House. She's got Hunter up ahead, but I think she's going to keep it herself. Makes a late decision to pass to Welch.
Ooh, just can't
Can't
find the
control
handle.
it, but she finds Burmeister for an 8-footer. And out of bounds off the
Off the Trojans, they say. Miners will get it back.
I'm not one to second guess Craig Taft, but I don't know about that one. Don't tell him I said that.
My lips are sealed.
Thank you. Welch inbound to House. Quick entry pass to Hunter, her right-handed sky hook. That's a really nice play.
I love seeing this guy hook. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came out for this one.
It's indefendable.
Undefendable. Indefendable.
Indefensible?
Indefensible.
Yeah.
I think that's what
That's
we're
right.
looking for. Oh, good hands there by Phillips. She rips it away. Looks up. Oh, gets the ball tipped. Berg matches the nice defense. And again, the Miners all over it on top of that zone.
She's got a trailer. She's going to take it herself. Looks like she was fouled there by Millie. Taft's going to let it go. There's bodies flying and controlled by Trojan and the Berg and the Trojans.
Oh,
Look at those hands down there. And Ellie Welch earns herself a couple foul shots with some great defense.
Now, I don't know if she's got double-digit steals tonight, but Ellie Welch is getting rather close to that 10 steal mark.
Yeah, I remember last year she was pretty consistent. Got about 5-6 a game. I think at one point she was above 5 points a game when you average it out using statistics.
I think she's definitely leading the team this season so far as she buries the first free throw.
And if you're looking for the game film from the Varsity boys opening game last night, you're going to have to really search because it's lost. But It was a nice opening game for the Wallace boys. They traveled to Kootenai and played a strong Kootenai team. Got a nice victory to begin the season. They'll be in action Friday evening and hopefully Saturday afternoon.
Yes, some business and technology teacher who knows what he's doing managed to have a little hiccup on the game fill upload. I'm not sure who that guy would be.
Having a little fun with Coach Young. There were many highlights. It was a nice start to the season, but the main one we all wanted to see, Robbie Morton's attempt at a dunk. Got a breakaway and went up for a two-handed slam, and it just rimmed out. But it was an exciting play, and small things like that can really make a big difference in a game. I remember going to Oregon games as a kid, and they weren't very good, but they would start out the second half. It was like scouting wasn't available, but they would start out the second half every game with an alley-oop dunk.
I love that.
The crowd would go crazy, and
nice take by
right
Phillips.
back into it. Nice job by Brittany Phillips. Throws it up off the board.
We've seen three pretty good back-to-back buckets here out of both teams.
21-point lead for the Miners. Holding on, trying to extend. It won't be too long before Coach Farkas gets some of the less experienced girls in there. Try from the corner for Berg, no good. Rebounded by Welch. She's got her eyes up the floor. She's got Phillips. Phillips has Burmeister. She's choosing to take it herself. Looks like she might have been fouled.
Gets her own rebound, kicks it out, rise and fire. Oh, off the mark is Jaden House again.
Yeah, that looked like a blocking foul. She didn't really give Millie any time to turn around. And as a result, Millie lost the ball, and Hudson called a foul there. Here at the 4:20 mark, we're going to have a timeout taken by Miners. We'll see it's a full timeout. We'll be back in a minute.
Bird's back in, got it up top. Miners guarding them. They get it. Post Falls works it inside. They're trying to work for a good shot here. Mitley's going to cast away.
She was standing over here in the corner clapping for the ball. She's going to let it fly. Nice rebound. Boy, Post Falls getting a lot of great rebounds there. Miners have to do a little bit better job of boxing out. Great job getting the balls before. One more pass. Boy, that's the right idea. McKelvey Specht has a sour look on her face, but she's doing the right thing. And you know, she came in for, you know, brief spurts last year, but really stepping it up this year.
She's making the right decisions with the basketball. Which
Right.
is what you want to see, especially early in the year. Post Falls kind of come out with a little renewed energy out of that timeout. Had a couple good possessions off the mark that time, but they don't want to. I think they don't want to lose by 20 here, so they've got some fire left in them.
You know, multiple strings here for the Miners. They've done a great job in transition night. Plus, when they get into their half-court sets, they're getting good looks at the basket. You can't beat that. The Hunter's tied up down there, but it's going to remain Wallace ball. 58-39, 3:26 left. Jared Young, Barry Larson from the home of the Miners.
Miners off the mark that time. Good. Ooh, and we get another jump ball down low. Be Trojan basketball this time.
You never know when those jump balls are going to come in handy. You know, it's kind of a flip of the coin, I guess, sometimes.
Yeah.
But, boy, the timing's right now that it's Wallace's ball. Next time there is a
foul on the floor that time. Or no, they're shooting foul as Juliet Gilmore is going to get a couple shots here.
Referee Gary Taylor called that foul on Grace Hunter. That's Hunter's second foul. That's team's sixth foul. Trojans will be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
I'm going to give a quick shout out to some of our new sponsors this year for the Channel 3 broadcast that we're bringing you. Oliver's Mercantile here in Wallace, a new donator this season. Little Big Hair House, ran by Heaven Stryker, one of our students' grandma, runs a little haircut place here in town.
Where's that? Is that here in Wallace?
Yeah, and her information will be up there on the halftime thing.
Awesome.
Well, another haircut place you can go to, CSC Mining Company. Another one we got that's brand new this year. Let's see. Oh, we got one more that I'm not mentioning. Hayden Auto and Trucking Repair is another new one we got. So we just want to say thank you to you new sponsors as well as our old sponsors, McGilvery Environmental, MCE Garbage, Dr. Brands' office there in Osborne. Tons of sponsors. Our screen printing class here at school. Again, we can't put on these things without their support, so we appreciate all our sponsors. And if you'd like to sponsor Channel 3, get out there. If you got a business and you want to help provide the service of the online games.
You guys are doing some really cool things here. I don't know if you had a chance to come upstairs here to the Channel 3 Sports broadcast booth, but it is really plush. I wonder if Kellogg's still stuck in the corner down there.
I think so.
We're lucky to have this. This is really cool, and you guys do a lot of cool things. And you provide video updates for the kids during school each day, or is that weekly?
On Friday, we do Friday announcements as well. It takes a couple days to prepare those little broadcasts we do.
Yeah.
Especially because we don't know all the announcements right away, so we gotta kind of build them as we go. I'm sure we'll get to the point where we can get maybe more than one each week. But I think our principal, Mr. Almquist, likes making his voice known to the students every day, which I think is a good thing.
Henry says that he there's no shortage of announcements. He likes to talk them up before the day and get them fired up and provide some energy.
He does.
Great.
He does a tremendous job of making sure kids know that he wants to support them. You know, some days on hat days he'll throw in the first $20 on hat day, so the first 20 kids who go turn in their hat will get a free hat or wear their hat for the day. He does a lot of nice little things that nobody knows about.
Very cool. And he's here every morning working out at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
The music blasted upstairs.
There we go. Another three-pointer from Jaden House that time here with 1 minute 30 seconds left to go. 63-40, Miners on top.
23-point lead, shot from the left side. That's Post Falls number 11, Trinity Bryn. Nice high arcing shot there. Specht has it on the right side. She's going to drive to the hoop. She's blocked. The ball's blocked by McGowan and then out of bounds off McKelvey Specht. But nice assertiveness there to get the ball to the hoop. She's made a number of drives to the hoop this evening and
not shying
away.
She's
close, yeah.
I like to see that aggressiveness out of each and every minor. So
You know that
they keep
Oliver's
that
Mercantile
mentality.
has great socks down there. They have nice Wallace apparel.
I want to try the food down there. I heard they got a little kind of a pub house, some
I know they have some
bistro-like
good.
food.
They have new pilsners down there. I went and made myself
Ah.
a six pack over the Thanksgiving break. It was really enjoyable. Thanks again, Oliver's Mercantile.
I've yet to go, but especially now at the support, it is on my mind.
What, do you have
I
3
wanna
kids
check
at
it
home?
out. I do. I don't get a chance to go out for many Diet Pepsis anymore.
And why doesn't your boy allow the young one to play with his Matchbox set?
I do too.
No. Forrest doesn't allow the younger one to play.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
He's kind of selfish with that.
Forrest is pretty intense with his Hot Wheels toys.
Okay. That was a hot toy around our house for a long time
Yeah.
too. Do you have your favorite Hot Wheels car?
We got this new so my brother recently gave us a triple loop little set thingy, and this one white flatline car is the best one. It goes the fastest through the loop. So I think that's our top car right now.
It's like a parking garage and it goes down, or is it more?
No, it's full on
Oh.
loop-de-loops, 3 in a row, and then it goes to a 4th one, and then it's pretty intense.
How is the car powered? Just you bang
It's got a slap down.
Jeez.
So no batteries included in this one. It's
Very
really nice.
good.
Our kids tend to leave things with batteries on until the batteries die. They're
So-
really good at that.
Not surprisingly, but I guess since you're asking, my favorite Matchbox car is the old Ghostbusters hearse. I found it one day at a Target, I think, and boy, did we have fun with that one. It's really, it's like an old station wagon, but longer, and it has the light on top, and it could really move
fancy.
too. Yeah, it went faster than any Lamborghinis or any of the Ferraris that Henry and Oliver had.
I got to do a better job of reciprocating the questions. That's one of my downfalls here in the announcement.
No, I know you're interested, and I just thought I'd offer it up.
Hey, we're down to the final 6 seconds here. Miners with the ball. Probably going to run the clock out in this one. They played a great game tonight. And the Miners going to finish with a 20-point victory over the Post Falls Trojans. Played a good overall basketball game. And they're going to come away with another win, and that's going to make the Miners 4-1, Barry.
A lot of fun here tonight. The Miners are rolling. They got another game tomorrow night. They're on the road in St. Mary's. And we want to remind you about the Silver Valley basketball tournament on Friday evening in Kellogg, Friday evening and Saturday afternoon.
Keep an eye out for the links for that Silver Valley tournament game. We'll put them up there. Kellogg will be broadcasting those games, so you probably won't hear Coach Larson's voice because he'll be out on the floor. And I'll try to see if
I think you're probably still going to hear my voice. Something tells me you're going to hear my voice.
We'll still hear your voice.
Anyway, I had a lot of fun up here, Jared. I always appreciate the chance to come out here and watch some basketball and talk about it with you and the boys. Nice job, Evan Wilkinson and Brendan Hines. Nice having you guys up here. And with that, we'll sign off. You got any closing words?
We'll send it out here from Channel 3 Sports. Barry Larson and Jared Young reporting the game for you from Kirby Krulitz Court.